So I know you love to go out in the weekends, Friday nights, go on clubs and just let it all go, dance like you've never danced before and just show all the moves you got. But the thing is that if you don't do these moves right, you can get hurt, you can get injured, and you may already have experienced this where you did a certain move and then it kind of hurt a little bit afterwards. So in this video, I want to show you the proper technique of how to do these moves, because a lot of the club moves, except from this, is actually comes from the belly dance and oriental dance. So I want to show you the technique of how we do this so you can avoid getting those injuries, and you can show them even better where you are actually doing less but you can make it look more, if that makes sense. So in this video I want to go through some of the things that are the kind of sexy dance, you know, like these ones. We love these ones, like, and then these ones also you might have them going when you're dancing around. So I want to show you how to do them properly. So the first one, body roll, whether you make it this way, up to down, or down to up, the important thing is that you don't use your back like this. Because first of all, it's actually, in my opinion, it doesn't look very good. And then secondly, when you do it like this, you put a lot of pressure on your spine, which it cannot handle. So you might have experienced when you did this that your lower back started to hurt. So we don't want to use our spine. We want to use the front and our muscles. So how we do that is by pushing the chest forward, but not too much, because again, then you get this, which is where your lower back starts to hurt. So you want to get forward without moving the spine. So try to do that a few times, up and down, up and down. You can use your shoulders if you like to, but up and down. And then when you do that, when you come down, your next part naturally comes in. So you go up and down, then this is coming in. So if you contract your muscles here, you'll start to get this kind of roll motion. So going up, in, and then pulling up from here, from the pelvic, your lower belly abdominal muscles, in. So you want to practice and train those belly muscles a little bit, but it looks like this. So instead of getting this, which is, I get it, it looks great and it looks big and it looks awesome, but it hurts in my back. So if you ever get that feeling as well, don't do it and practice this instead. And then use your shoulders a little bit more, because then it looks like more, but you don't have that pressure on the spine. So that is one thing. Don't put pressure on the on your spine, and use your shoulders, and then train those muscles. You have to train those muscles. It's like you can't go out and run 5 miles without practicing first, because you're going to get injuries, or you won't even get that far. It takes practice. So the other one that I quickly also touched upon is this one, which is usually we see it like this, right? But the same thing that happens is that we do this, and again this kind of crack is going to hurt your back, because you shift your weight is different. So you want to do it, instead of focusing on doing it back and doing like this, you want to do it under yourself. So again, use those muscles that you're gonna get when you train this in front. So going up, in, up, relax, not back, up, in, up, relax. Try the other side. And again, just relax, don't pull it back because that's gonna hurt. So when you do this, focus on the forward motion instead of the backward motion. Focus on the forward motion. All right, so that was 2 of the what I guess is most common used. Another one is like this. We're doing this kind of a yeah, I don't know what to call it, but it's the upper part, your chest. So what I want to teach you here is, again, it's the same principle as all the other ones. You want to keep your spine straight, not do any funny motions down there, back there. You want to keep it isolated. You want to, if you kind of lock your hips here, and then you do this this chest circle as it is, up to the side, front, back. So what I'm doing to show you is side, front, and back. So what you might be doing is this, because if you're not trained, your lower body will naturally follow, and then you get this crack that I call again in the spine. That's going to hurt, especially when you try to make it big. You don't want to do that. You want to do the same as down here. You want to kind of lock, and then you want to focus on the forward motion instead of the backward motion. So forward instead of back. And again, remember to really use those obliques, those belly muscles down here, so you don't drop your pelvic at any point, because that's what's going to hurt. So if you want to take it, because you know this is not for the dance floor, you want to do it more, you know. But as long as you focus on keeping those muscles here engaged and not making this, then you can do all kinds of nice things with that, with those circles and rolls, as long as you don't do this. So I hope you got the difference. These were 3 kind of yeah, just to show you the difference and how you should do it right. So bottom line, focus on keeping your spine straight. Don't do this. Always keep those engaged, and in. Also, when you do circles like this, you want to keep those muscles engaged, because you're going to hurt yourself, especially when you're doing it in high heels. And a note to that, in high heels, you want to never ever do any kind of dance with straight legs in high heels, because what's going to happen is that when you are already on top, your weight is like this when you have high heels on, and if you're trying to do something here, you can see, to kind of balance out the weight, when you lift the chest, you will have this exact crack that I've been talking about. So you always want to keep your legs bent when you are dancing in high heels. High heels or not, you will always have your knees a little bit bent, but in high heels, probably even more than you think. So that was a few things to consider and to remember when you are dancing at clubs or parties or wherever you go. But practice these moves and you're gonna be amazing. You're gonna be the best dancer on the dance floor.